Hey guys, so I've been compiling a bag of things that I've been using up over the past 5 or 6 months in preparation of a video showing you everything I've used and what my thoughts were, whether or not I would repurchase those items. And this video is going to be specifically targeted towards makeup related things. I've done a hair one already if you want to check that one out, and I plan on doing a skincare one also. But I have like a bajillion things that I want to talk about, so this video is probably going to be lengthy, and I apologize in advance, but I'm going to go as quickly as possible. I've separated everything into like subgroups, and so I'll just go ahead and get started. The only thing I have for eyebrows is the Maybelline Define Brow. This is in the color, is it dark brown? Dark brown. So it comes with a comb on one end. Well, thought it would focus for me. So anyway, pencil, waxy pencil on one end. I do like this because it was a great color match, and the pencil is very, very thin, so it's able to reach smaller areas like the tail of your brow here, and also has this comb so you can perfectly like distribute the product throughout your entire brow and then make sure they're laying in the right direction. So I really like this, and it's fairly inexpensive, and I would repurchase this one. Next, I'll talk about, I have like one eye base, you know, Urban Decay Primer Potion. You already know what it looks like. This is just a trial, or little baby one. I think it came with the Naked palette. That is like Holy Grail eyelid primer. It's perfect, doesn't crease, eyeshadow lasts all day, and so that's a staple. It'll always be repurchased. Next, I have lip products. The only lip products I've finished are like chapstick, because a lipstick is like impossible to go through. The first one here is this Estee Lauder lip conditioner that I got in like a bag with like some other Estee Lauder products. It's like regular lip balm. So I seriously doubt I would repurchase this because I imagine that it's probably expensive on its own, and I didn't think that it did anything different than drugstore lip balm. Same thing with the, what is this? The Maybelline Baby Lips. This is the clear one. Nothing special. I would not repurchase that one. Two that I would repurchase are the Rosebud Salve. So I got the tube and I went through this entire tin. But I actually like the tin formula more. The tube is more of a jelly. It was like Vaseline. And I like the one that comes in the tin because to me that was more of like a balm, like a waxy balm, and so it wasn't as slippery. I thought it sank into my lips and conditioned them a lot better. Let's see, I have 3 makeup setting sprays. So the first one is the e.l.f. Mist and Set Makeup Mist. It has aloe, green tea, cucumber, and then vitamins A, C, and another one has rubbed off. I talked about this in like my e.l.f. hits and misses, and I talked about how horrible the smell was. If you could get past that, it actually is not a bad makeup setting spray, and did not break me out. It is really refreshing, especially I was using this mostly during the summer, so really nice when you're feeling like icky, or if you think you look too cakey, too powdery, too matte, you can spray this up there. It has a lot of great ingredients that are good for the skin. It refreshes your makeup. I guess it lasts with it. I can't really tell the difference between like when you use a primer and long wear makeup and then you put a spray over it. I mean, how do you really know what's making your makeup stay up there all day long? Unless you like wear it each one by itself, right? So the next 2 I have are the Urban Decay setting sprays. This is the All Nighter and then the D-Slick. I don't think I care for All Nighter. I bought another one of these. I should just bought the full size. But I bought another one of these because I couldn't remember how these worked on my skin. And I used it today, and I mean, I really don't think that it makes my makeup last any longer than it normally does. So I would not repurchase that one. As far as the D-Slick and it being an oil control makeup setting spray, I don't know. I would need to repurchase again because I have heard amazing things about it. So I want to say that it's great and it does do that, but I'm not exactly sure. So I can't tell you. I mean, obviously I think I might repurchase it because I want to test it to see if it really works well. Let's see. Next, I'll do primers, and I have, the first one here is the Sephora Anti-Shine Primer, and this wasn't anything special. It's not a silicone-based primer, which I really don't care whether or not it's silicone-based. I don't really have a preference. It did not break me out, you know, and me being acne prone, whatever. As far as keeping oils at bay, I cannot tell you that it did a good job at that. Like, I don't think it did, so I probably will not repurchase that one. As far as the next one I have is the Kors Mattifying Pomegranate Face Primer, and I got this. Would you focus? Okay, there we go. I just wanted to see if it would do it. So I got this as a, like, I think 100-point perk from Sephora, and I like it. It smells amazing. And then Kors has, like, what, all natural ingredients, I believe. So I did like this a lot. It didn't break me out. It's actually tinted, so it looks like that. So it's going to be good at covering, you know, redness. As far as it being mattifying, it wasn't super mattifying. So on that claim, I would say no, but I wouldn't mind repurchasing this one. The next one I have is the NYX Shine Control Primer. As you can tell, most of my primers are like shine control, mattifying. So this one is this silicone based? I think it is, but it's not like a thick, heavy silicone base. It's a clear jelly primer. I'm trying to think. None of these broke me out. I didn't have any issues with them. I mean, I like pretty much all of them. The issue is just that I don't think that they were like super great at keeping my skin any less oily than it normally would get. So yeah. And this one's kind of expensive. I think this is like $13. So I don't know if I would repurchase that. The last two I have are by Tarte, and I have the Clean Slate Flawless Brightening 12-Hour Primer, and then the Clean Slate Poreless 12-Hour Perfecting Primer. So this is like a normal primer. This is brightening if you want luminosity or a dewy look to your face. This one, I didn't have any issues with it making me look super oily, even though it's supposed to be brightening and, you know, glowy or anything like that. I do like this one. It's not silicone based. It's more of like a lotion. So you rub it in and it gives you a little bit of a sheen, you know, mainly on like the high points, not greasy at all. So I do like this one a lot. And then as far as my opinion on the poreless one, yeah, I really like this one also. It's silicone based. It is like a clear consistency also. You know, obviously they make your makeup go on extremely smooth. If you have any imperfections like really huge pores, or if you have any bumps, or I guess I don't want to say divots, but indentations in your skin, it fills that in nicely. So I like these. They are kind of expensive. I think they're about $30 a piece. So I don't know if I would repurchase these, but I do like them and I think they're good products. Next I have, we'll do concealers. So I have quite a few. The first one here is the Sephora Light Touch, and this is just like a twist up pen, I guess similar to the YSL or the Milani twist up pens. I think Maybelline has that Lumi Touch one or whatever it is. This is like the first concealer I ever started using, and I loved it back then. Not so much now, mainly because you go through the product so quickly, and then it's not a full coverage, and that's it. I mean, there's just not enough product in here for, you know, $12 or however much you have to pay for it. I don't dislike the product, there just isn't enough in here for me. And next I have the Bobbi Brown Creamy Concealer in the shade Honey, and this one also came with the setting powder that you use right there. I really like this. It is super creamy, very, very creamy. Like, it's probably the creamiest concealer that I've honestly ever used. I didn't have an issue using it to spot conceal any pimples. Like, I don't think it like clogged my pores or caused me to break out, anything like that. The color match is really nice. I do like the setting powder that it comes with. As far as under my eyes, it is like super brightening. I could use this on my face and under my eyes. I didn't have an issue with it not matching in either or looking too bright or too dark underneath my eyes. I think the main issue I had was that I went through this concealer extremely fast, especially for the price. I think it's like, you know, $25, $30 or something like that. And I'd say you could run through this in about 4 months, which to me is not a long time at all. It definitely would not have lasted anywhere near a year if I was using it every day. So I don't know about repurchasing that. Maybe if I went to a CCO and they had like just the pot concealer by itself, I might pick it up.